Bismillahirrahmanirrahim, my friends. Today it is a continuation of your question answer session with you. This time, on the feedback of the last program, people asked me various kind of very technical question which based on the sects. So I'm not here to create a discrimination between the sects or religions. My job is to bring back the common ground on which the religion has come in this world. So in order to touch this thing, I would like to say that a human being, the particularly we will discuss today about the prophets, because some they say that prophet is equal is a part of Allah, is a like a child. Some says no, some says various saints are power, they can do whatever they may like, and they have all in all. I wish to produce before you with logic that what is God and what is its reality and where the prophets stand. First of all, keep in mind that what is God. In this respect, I will give you the base and then we discuss later on that one. So those who are Muslim, they should open Surah Ikhlas, in which Allah says, "Qul huwallahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad." Now its meaning everybody should say with reasoning, without thinking which religion he has, that God is one, and he is unique. Nobody is like him. He has no kids, no wife, and he is not dependent on a person. And people are dependent on him, and he is all in all and the only one in this universe. This was the message with which the human being was created, and then Adam came in this world. So all the prophets, whoever they were, their first part of the witness was this: to make a person obedient to Allah and bring him into a religion was La ilaha illallah. Mean there is only one and only one God, and that is Allah. Nobody is equal to it. Question is this: this was with the Muhammad, La ilaha illallah, Muhammad Rasulullah, with the Hazrat Isa, La ilaha illallah, Isa Ruhullah, with the Musa, La ilaha illallah, Musa Kalimullah, and so forth. And the one very important thing which I will narrate and try to make you understand what is the oneness of God. La ilaha illa Ibrahim Khalilullah. I will particularly talk about the Khalilullah. Reason this: the base of all holy religion is Hazrat Ibrahim, and all the religion, mean it may be Jews, it may be Christian, it may be Muslim, and any sect of the Islam or any sect of these, they believe that he was the base, he was the founder of the religion. And why he was so Khalil? There are so many, I may say, prophet, because he remained under testing and he proved that God is one. First of all, when he was born and came out from the cave and he saw the stars, he said, "This is God." Then it has disappeared. Then say, "Moon, this is a better, it is a God." Then it become the sun. It's a very big and powerful. When it also disappeared, say, uh, then he said, "No, there is only one God." And he said, "I only believe on that one." So this was the base on which he started with the logic. Then he came into it. Then his father was he used to create idols and make other kind of these things. He told to his father that why you are making and bowing your head, you make your with own hand and you're bowing your own head. I mean, this stone has no power. Then there was discrimination, fight between the father and son, and then he left from their place. But he keep on working on it. Then what happened? He has the children. In the beginning, he was only one child, as Ishmael, and he left him to Makkah because God told him. And during that time, he has a dream that Allah told him that you sacrifice in my name that your dearest thing. Their dearest son was the only this son. So he tried as Ishmael, and then he present the first I mean sacrifice to the Allah to please him. So what I meant to say, how much he loving Allah. Then he came back, and there was when he was again in the city. Then people, he told to those people who were all falling and I mean bowing their head to their self-made and these idols, say that. I will let you know what is this. When they have gone with the big, fair and feast outside, he came with the ox and broke all them. And the biggest one, he put axe on his shoulder. Then he left it. The people came, who has done with our gods? When they could not protect themselves. Then he said, there is a gentleman, his name is Ibrahim, he would have done it. So they brought him. I should short because I have a big data with me. And he said, who had done it? Say, you ask your this head of these idols. Then they realized this. Then they put him in the fire. The Allah saved him. Now keep on going. Then what happened after that? He has no kids because his first child was from his servant, and then his real wife was very old. They are very old, and then he prayed to God, Allah, give me some children. In that age, when there was no chances having children, he got it. Same is about Hazrat Zechariah, under which Hazrat Maryam was under guardian. She was bringing up her. He also asked that I'm going to die. I have no one who will take care of this religion. And then he prayed. Allah said, well, you prayed to me in 3 days. You should not talk to any person, and then I will bless your son, and his name would be Zechariah. He gave the name Zechariah by the God, and it happened. Same is about Hazrat Ibrahim. He said you would have a son Ishaq, and then he have a Yaqub. This is the main, I may say, continuation of this generation, that all the prophet almost came in this series. Now, in this respect, what I want to say, the people say that Maryam has a son without God, so it means some thing happened. Allah say, if I can create anything, I say, kun fayakun, it is done. Then he sent his, I may say, messenger and say, you are going to have a child. He said, how is it possible? I'm a virgin. I'm not a bad woman. He said, no, it has been ordered, you will get it. And his name would be Isa. Isa, son of Maryam. So it means whatever God says and whenever He may like, He can give it. Now keep in mind, all the power of life and death is with Allah. Mean all these prophets, they were eating, they were drinking, they were having a children, they were have a family, they go into the streets and do all kind of things because they were all human beings. No one was unique in that respect, but they have the unique psyche, due to which the Allah Ta'ala revealed His power and made them in that respect. I discussed with in the past, or whatever it is mentioned to you. Let us come to you. Why it is happening that people realizing that these are human beings, still they don't think they are human beings. Number two, why they make them after their death and make their idol, and they bow their head and they say, well, they are associate of God. I mean, they are like a God. They are part of the God. Again, some of people, he say, we are privileged generation because prophet came in us, so we are untouchable. This was the belief for old people also in the time of all these prophets, that those who follow them, they are obedient when they have gone. Then we should follow their legacy by praying to them. Not their preacher, they preach for one Allah, the way I told you, but they, in place of taking that one, they were gone in the other respect. They start in love, in sentiment, so blindly. They say, when these are chosen of God, so they are also God. So from there appear the association with the God, and this thing continue in all the religion. If you see, even in this Muslim, who claim that we believe on God, we are this, and we accept only our prophet, they also are doing something wrong. Allah say, Atiullah wa Atiur Rasul, that you should follow me and my prophet, not physically. The order I have given, their distinction is due to their revelation, that message which I have given to them. So make it clear, it is under law of association. Yeah, suppose if you love some person and he lives some place, he used to wear something, and you like it, and you identify with that one, then you associate that feeling of that person with that uh, clothes, that place where he lives, those utensils, those other kind of things which are associated with them. They say they have the same power which the God has. This prophet and prophet has the same power, and we should also follow the. This is the way the ritual came. The people were misguided. Now the problem is why people are blind. They don't use their logic. They do not have senses. Just listen what they told us to follow that direction, not their personality. It is persona worship. Our job is to follow their message. So in short, my main concern is that the people who take profit and they go and associate with this city, with these places, with these clothes, with this family. No, Allah say everybody is born alone, will go come alone. He will be unique responsible for his, I may say, deeds. It doesn't mean that I may do wrong deed and then say my prophet will save me. No, then it means God is not justice. Try to understand. He says, well, you should learn from them. You should follow their good etiquettes, moral, ethical values. That is called. But you should not follow that person is equated to me because he's unique, he's invisible, and he never eat, drink, and he's running all this universe. And who is the only one? If there would have been so many, then they would have fight him. Rasulullah said that if God has the children, I would have pray them. But he say, Allah say, I have no. Moreover, keep in mind that it is His power to whom it gives. Let us go back and see Hazrat Sulaiman, Hazrat Dawood. Those used to understand the birds singing. I cannot understand. Moreover, he used to talk with the mountain because he communicate with them. Above all, then see his son, Hazrat Sulaiman. He can understand the ants when his I may say army was coming, and the ant said, "Get into your holes. You will be destroyed because whole army is coming." Then he smiled because Allah gave him a power to understand the voice and meaning of. Then again, all the birds are under his command. Keep on looking. All the jinns are under him. In Surah Sabah say, God says, I give them power as much I like. Even all the giants, they used to do all this work. They were under his control, and he was doing everything. When he died, no person on the earth can understand it. Even giants who say that they have power, they couldn't understand it. And when he was standing with the stick, holding a stick, when the stick in which the I may say worm went in, and it eat it and it was broken, fell down. Then the people came to know that he has died. So try to understand it. It is His Allah Ta'ala. He says, it is my intention whom I may give power, but I will check according to the power I have given to him. So these prophets are more responsible. Therefore, God told to them, you should be very careful in passing on my message. So this concept, I think, about the prophets would have been clear to you. Now, in this respect, I may told you, I read in the Quran also, Allah says then on the day of judgment, Hazrat Isa's